And welcome back, everybody.
We're back.
Jabs Podcast.
Dealing with the daylight savings time. Or is this daylight savings? Is that what this one was?
Yes. Spring ahead.
Yep, and then fall back.
I'm very tired.
Yes, but it will be lighter out later.
Yes.
Here's a question for you. What's the point? What do you guys think? What's
Just
the
keep
point?
it the same.
I think they should keep it the same.
Right? Like,
What is the same, though? Is it the fall back or the spring forward?
So I heard something. No. Wait. So I actually think I know the answer to this.
Okay.
I actually think I know the answer.
I don't.
I was actually intelligent question by myself. I'm actually proud.
So daylight savings time, which is what we are in now, where it's daylight longer, in order for the entire country to accept that, like if we went to like everyone was on the same time schedule, it would have to be a federal law in order to do it. However, what they're at now, where some states stay on the other thing, it's a state rule versus country. So in order to make it a federal one, or to make it a complete country one, it has to be a federal law.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They generally.
And I think it's to go to this time.
It would be this time
now.
of the day. Yeah. But so what would that do in the winter?
Days be shorter.
I mean, they're obviously going to be shorter, but
It would get light out earlier.
that's what it is. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it. It's depressing waking up and it's dark.
Yeah. This winter has been, it was like such a nice winter, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
How about like last week it was nice and warm, and then all of a sudden
It snowed.
We're in that like doldrum phase of winter where it's like cold and windy.
You're in that level relationship, but you don't know if it's going to take the next step. Or
It's do I break up with her before Valentine's Day?
That's what I like to call.
I'm thinking about my wife. I don't want to get her anything.
That's what I like to call false spring. That's where we're at right now.
Yes, that's a great way to.
We're
put
in
that.
spring that hit like 70 degrees the one day, and then it was snowing 2 days later. You're like,
son
come
of
on.
Son of bitches.
Well, we're taking a turn for the positive.
We are.
It's going to be really nice on St. Patrick's Day. 68 degrees.
It is.
I booked a tea time this afternoon.
For St. Patrick's Day?
Day.
That's amazing.
4:40.
Nice.
Yeah. So
you.
it's right down the street from your house.
Oh, you going to Valley Air?
No, Briarwood.
Oh, Mr. Rich.
Is that your first one of the season?
It'll be the first one.
Okay. All right.
I feel like we got a couple of nice days in a row, so it should dry everything out, and then Thursday will be nice. Thursday will be the nicest day.
If it gets wet, just use a towel. I got you.
That's true.
Yeah, don't use it too much, though.
I can use the best friend towel and then lose in the woods.
Don't do that.
I'll buy another one. It's cheap.
There you go. Perfect.
I'm okay with that.
Just, I'll be casually losing those as the entire summer goes on.
That's terrible.
It'll be like a pile in the woods.
It's all in the same spot.
Yeah.
I'm debating on whether or not I'm even going to keep score.
It's the first one, right?
It's going to be horrific.
Yeah, of course it is.
One of my friends asked me, they're like, is your back warmed up? Are you ready to go? I'm like, no, I'm going to hurt myself.
Yeah.
Like, first time out, I'm going to throw my back out, but it's fine.
Like, how do you warm your back up?
Just stretching. But I'm not going to do that either.
Downward dog.
And my
Sounds
back's
terrible.
trash
Downward
anyway.
dog.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be doing downward dog on the first tee box. Be like, what the fuck is that guy doing?
I actually, where did I go? I was at Top Golf Club buddies, and that one dude brought like a rubber band.
He actually brought a band?
He's got a really bad back, like a really bad back, and felt bad for him, but like it was funny, you know. I mean, I'm like, oh man, and I was making fun of him, and I'm like, God damn, I hope my back didn't blow out.
I guess that makes sense, man. If you have a bad back and like
Yeah,
that, a
his
golf
like-
swing isn't, it's not good.
I just love the fact that we're laughing at responsibility. Like
Yeah.
this guy knows he has a bad back, so he
that guy.
comes prepared.
He went to
prepared.
surgery.
I'm gonna
This is a crazy
stretch.
story. He went to surgery one time for his back because one of his discs were leaking. So he went to get the surgery. Goes down. They put him out. He wakes up and he's still in pain. He's like, "What the hell's going on?" As the doctor was about to start the surgery, the power went out. And the generator, you know what I mean? So like they stopped, you know what I mean? Like it was because like there's only certain parts of the hospital that need a generator, mostly the patient's rooms, and like that was not one of them.
They hadn't started the surgery
No,
though?
they
Okay,
haven't.
that's good.
Yeah, thank God. I mean, they would have figured it out. I mean, but what are the chances? He was like, so he had to stay in the hospital like an extra 2 days until the power came back on, and or whatever. They figured everything out, and I would, oh my gosh, I would freak out.
I like this article where they're like, these are the stretches you should do. And so it's some scantily clad
Yeah,
lady.
I want a short skirt.
for golfing stretches.
Wellplayedgolf.com.
What is that? Is that ad for Pornhub?
You got to know your market. That's
Yeah.
Oh, you mean I could be this attractive woman in yoga pants stretching before my golf round?
Yeah.
I'm going to get addicted to looking at these kind of articles. All righty then.
Well, what happened to me yesterday?
Yes, please.
So, I'm working now.
You're a working man now.
Oh, full timer. And so I traded shift with a guy who needed a day off. So for a wedding. So I worked 48 hours, which not fun because I mean, I was fine. I loved it because the guys are great, but like it just sucks because like I'm gone for 48 hours and we're busy, which is fine, but it makes the day go by faster. It flew by. So anyway, this never happened to me before in all the years I've been firefighting, and especially after I won the title. So we go to a call our guy, this guy's there with his father. His father fell, we picked him up, and we just taking him in to make sure he's okay because he's on blood thinner. All of a sudden, I'm about to walk in the squad, and he's like, "Hey, you Stipe?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, dude, you mind if I get a picture?" And I looked at him, I'm like, "No, I'm sorry. He's like, I get it. I'm sorry." I think he just
on a call for his father, and he wanted the picture.
And then the first day of my second week, some guy stopped at one of we had 2 stations, stopped at the second station where like no one
asking where you were.
Yeah. And he didn't know I was working. He just wanted to drop something off for me to sign.
You know that used to happen at Valley View all the time?
No.
All the time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No one told
People
me.
would just randomly show up and be like, "Hey, is Stipe here?" I'd be like, No, he's not.
So what's funny about that, when I worked at Valley View, everybody got the gist of it, like, do not acknowledge or tell when he's working or when he's here. And one guy didn't get the memo, and he's like, "Yeah, you'll be here Saturday." I'm like, "No, why?" He's like, "I'm sorry."
That guy was me because I like to fuck with Stipe all the time.
No, it wasn't actually. It was someone else. But you were good about it.
We had a guy. Remember that? This was a long time ago. We had a guy call. I think he was in like Georgia or something. He just randomly. He sounded like he sounded like he was hammered. Called the station. Stipe there. I'm like, "No, he's not here, man." And then Stipe comes walking in. I was like, "We need to call this guy back."
He was so excited,
dude. That was amazing. Yeah, he called you like, "Yeah, this is Stipe Miocic," and he was like, "Shut the fuck up!" And he was like, "No, this is really." And you can obviously Stipe's got a one of a kind voice.
Distinctive. It's distinctive.
Pretty sure the guy was in tears by the time we hung up the phone. It was awesome.
See, you made somebody's day.
Yeah,
that's what I do. Yeah, I actually had another call too. This is all happening within the first week. Mm-hmm. So this young kid had a parallel ear infection, so we pick him up. He's like a 19-year-old kid. So I walk in the house and the guy's like, "Hey, you're Stipe." I'm like, "Yes, I am." And then he's like, "Bro," his brother's name is like, "Ollie." He's like, "Ollie, come here, check it out, it's a champ." I'm like, "God damn it."
That's gonna be the quickest way to get you off squad,
dude.
You're gonna get off squad because everyone's recognizing you all the time.
Well, I got a hat trying to like hide. That didn't work.
That doesn't work.
No,
man.
I tried. No. Well, it helps a little bit, but not much.
You're distinctive.
I'm very distinctive.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks.
Yeah, you mean he's not the type of person that just blends in?
He doesn't blend in.
No, he doesn't.
No, it's terrible.
No. And that's why I used to have so much fun with you when we would go to like the hospital and everything would stop and I'd just be like, "Oh my God, it's Stipe."
Oh, it's like Bill would do the same thing.
Time. "Oh my God, look, it's Stipe."
No,
like,
he'd do it all the time. Mm-hmm. And like the worst part, it wasn't even the patients, it was like the doctors and nurses.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They'd all be like, "Hey, can I have a picture?"
Yeah. Yeah. So it's going well though?
But it's going great. I love it. It's awesome. The guys are great. Honestly, the are awesome. Like they're fun. Learning a lot. Like we really every day I do something new, and just randomly. It wasn't like like, "Hey, I'm like, it's something I need to go over." So like we did rope knots yesterday, so then some new ones. And it was great.
Any good fires yet?
No, just a lot of EMS. Yeah. We have a lot of nursing homes. Yeah. But it's okay. We had a kid yesterday. I felt bad for him. 6-year-old kid. It was in those jump houses and. Think he just dislocated his elbow. It was not looking good. Tough kid though. I give him credit. We just splinted that bad boy and he didn't move and he was good.
I get so my kids will go to birthday parties at Sky Zone or
that's it. Sky Zone. That's
so they'll go like once or twice a year, and I get like legitimately nervous every
time.
I
get anxiety too. Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone a couple of times with them. Now I just drop them off because I'm like, I can't even. Like, you're gonna blow your knee out. Like something's going to happen. You're gonna miss a season. It's gonna be terrible.
Yeah. That's what scares me too.
We've been lucky so far, but
I'm not. Yeah, when they get older, they're good at sports. I'm like, you ain't doing it.
Oh,
you're stay at home.
There's some videos out there from those places where it's some gnarly injuries.
There's a place that's opening up in our city now. It's called Urban Air. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So you can they hook you up and you're hanging, but it's like a roller coaster, but you're hanging and it's natural.
Really?
Yeah, and they got go-karts and stuff. And of course, my first day of the job, we went to go check it out. And I'm sitting there and like, "Oh, check the go-karts out," and because the guy's like, "Check them out, they're fast." And I'm like, "Well," so I'm sitting there like not going to say a word because, I'm the new guy. And the captain was like, "Yo, dude, you better get in." I'm like, "Okay." Didn't question it. I jumped in.
So you're riding go-karts at work is what you're saying?
First day.
Okay. First day.
It was like 5 minutes.
Wow.
We were checking out this. We were doing the perimeter check and everything about.
I wouldn't allow that.
That's
for
how
my new guys.
That's what you call setting the expectation.
Low.
No, it was great. It just the guy offered it, so we said, "Why not?" And it was only like 5 minutes, but like we did that. We did the perimeter check and see where their fire panel is and everything that works. So it's a great, cool place. It's really cool. So I shouldn't bring my daughter there, but at the same time, it scares me. But the cool thing is that we can be in there with her. So
Yeah, they got indoor skydiving.
I almost
Never done that.
they do.
I almost
Did
was,
they really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna use that.
I almost was gonna say, oh, that'd be cool if they had a place like that for adults. And then I was like, that's immediately a bad idea. Imagine if there was like a bar in one of those
It'd be
places.
so bad. It'd be so bad.
Puke everywhere.
Yeah, it would be terrible.
I'm trying to think of where I was not too long ago. It was last
Probably
year.
a Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my God, those places are the worst.
Oh, I love
Well, I
Chuck E.
mean, like you by yourself.
Scene, terrible.
Dude, that place used to be hopping until he did no
I
smoking roll.
couldn't figure out what was throwing me off about Jamie, and then I just realized he shaved his
Oh my
mustache
God, he
off.
did shave his mustache.
He looks like the type of guy that sells candy out of a windowless fan
Oh my God.
and goes to Chuck E. Cheese.
I was actually all this past week told that I look much younger, so I'll take that over what you
still
just
You
said.
do look much younger. I'll give you that.
Why'd you shave it? Was it a hockey thing?
I lost/won a bet. Yeah, so one of the kids on my son's team in like November, just randomly in the locker room, I was getting Jimmy undressed, and he's like, "No, don't."
Do you remember what I just said?
He's a goalie, and he needs help with his
That's-
leg pads.
no,
If you have any questions,
stuff is
we're going
hard
to
to put on.
rewind
No, like-
15 seconds to my previous statement.
So no, that is hard because I wore.
Leg pads are tough.
They're tough. Like then it's awkward to skate in.
Yes. So after games and practices, I always have to go in there to help him. So I've gotten to know the kids pretty well.
Help him
and,
what, Jamie? Help him what, James?
Take
Take his
off his-
leg pads.
Okay.
So one of the kids just kept
I always
saying,
had
"You
leg
gotta."
pads. More knee pads.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, God.
Don't tell her I said that.
One of the kids kept saying, "You gotta shave that off," and I was like, "I'll tell you what. You guys win the league championship, and I will 100% shave it off." And
There you go.
Last Saturday they won it, and like literally in the locker room, 2 seconds after he came running up, he's like, "You're shaving, you're shaving, you're shaving."
I would've brought it all.
We had a team party that night, so in between I ran home, shaved it off, and then went to the team party.
You know what? Because you're a goddamn good man.
Listen, I welch on my bets, you know.
Listen, I get it.
Yeah. So yes, that's why.
So how'd you /win/lose? Like, I don't get it.
Well, like the bet was I had to shave. So did I lose the bet? I don't know. Like I don't give a
Your
shit.
wife's not
about it.
happy.
And the
now.
team won,
Unless she
so that
loves the
was the
mustache.
win.
Oh, she does. She likes mustache rides.
She loves mustache
Yes.
rides. Yes.
My wife not so much.
Yeah. No, mine's a fan. So yeah, that's how I lost/won.
I
cool.
wanted to say, circling back to the fans meeting Stipe thing, we haven't talked in a minute. Stipe got to meet someone that he was a fan of, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to elaborate?
Yeah.
No, yeah, no.
I did meet him.
Yeah, so I went. I did.
You were like sending us videos or pictures
Yeah.
and stuff.
So
like,
I was in the Hall of Fame. I was inducted in the Hall of Fame for the Arnold Classic, and it was great. You know, got a bunch of guys were there, and I was going. So then they had like a fireman strongman competition, and no, he went there, blah blah, and then he had to go. So I actually waited, and then he was actually really happy I waited, and we were just talking. And he's a good dude, man. Just sitting there having a great conversation, and he's
Yeah.
awesome. He's actually really nice.
how tall is he?
6 foot, 6'1". Had to have been. I was towering over him.
I was gonna say, I thought he was taller. He looked short compared to you.
Yeah.
That's not a knock. I just he
No.
seems like a huge
the
guy.
movies, dude. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Well, that's like was it Stallone? He's
yeah.
tiny.
Yeah, he is.
I know he was short,
Yeah.
but I thought Schwarzenegger was like a bigger,
Lot taller.
taller guy. Yeah.
Really, I mean, that's what it
He
is.
literally said he was always in awe of you.
You should be the same.
That's fucked up. No.
You should do the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
No.
strongly disagree.
Thank you. Strongly disagree.
This coming from the man who has a windowless van and gives candy out.
Oh, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna jump
And
on
that's what it
that.
is.
Yep, I agree, Steve. You're right. He should. You should
Don't
be
get me
in awe
started.
of him.
Don't get me started.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna
I
try.
would destroy
Hold
you.
on, I'm deflecting right now.
I know you are.
I think.
I will hammer you.
I think. Yeah, I think Jamie should be in awe of you, Stipe.
No, it was honestly, it was really good. Got to meet him, and all
Pretty
that
cool.
good stuff. Yeah, it was. It's cool, man. And the guy, we just talking to him. and
How
just-
was the induction ceremony?
It was cool.
Was it
You know what
nice?
I mean? I'm real good at speeches when I just kind of like I know what I'm saying, like I go over the points and I try to read it, and then it just got into it and it messed up a little bit, but it was fun. It was great, and then but there was a lot of great guys, part of it, and women too. The one lady, what's her name? Oh my god, she helped with Invicta. She's a founder of Invicta.
Don't know. We'll try to find it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was great. And then speaking of cool people, someone's back out of retirement.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, did
Tom
he
Brady?
actually retire?
Oh,
Yeah, he said he was done.
But did he actually retire?
Was all of-
we should have ESPN guy.
It was all of 40 days.
We should ask him.
Yeah. I mean,
It was all
I
of
saw
40
great memes.
days.
They're like, hey, you're like, look, they're like Tom Brady can only do 2 months with his kids. They go back to football. Like, It was great. It was like about dating. It was funny.
It just, it's the off season, so there really wasn't. He didn't miss any time.
He's gonna win a Super Bowl this year because they show every
Not
year.
a chance.
He wins, loses, wins, loses, wins, loses.
He's actually going to have a terrible year.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a terrible year.
Wow. Why do you think the Eagles are going to?
I think he's going to really regret coming back for one more season.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
How about the guy?
I'm just hoping.
How about this? The guy that bought his last touchdown for $500,000.
I saw that.
The next day he come back.
That sucks.
I'd be so mad.
$518,000, and now it was funny. I heard somebody say like now it's just like the last touchdown pass he threw in a loss.
Yeah,
in a playoff loss. It means nothing now.
$518,000 at auction.
Well, here, hold on. I want to kind of tie in to what we were talking about. You said meeting Schwarzenegger was really cool and stuff like that. But like, who have you met that's like celebrity, famous, whatever, that you've actually, like he said, Schwarzenegger's like, oh, I'm in awe of you, which might be an over-exaggeration. However, I was thinking Jamie was going to dive in on that one. He's staying away from it. Who have you met that you've actually been in awe of? That's a celebrity where you've been like, man, like what, like somebody that you either really looked up to or maybe was like, after you met him, you're like, man, that person was cool as hell.
Gary Sheffield.
Okay.
Did not expect, dude's hard-nosed baseball player, this and that. And you watch him play, I'm like, man, I was nervous. I was playing it was Cam Newton's kickball tournament, and we're on the same team, and we just started talking, hanging out, having fun. He was playing third, I was playing short in the kickball tournament, and then one of the night, that night or the next night was we went to the bar. It was after a gala or something. I don't know what it was, but we're hanging out and we're just talking, just BSing, getting drunk, having fun. And I go, man, what I really go for now? A cigar. His face lit up. He's like, I'll be right back. He just leaves. Comes back and puts a stack of, like a pack of cigars down. I'm like, what? It's his cigar.
Yeah.
And he made it himself. Like it's like a four-sider, not like a rounded one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he actually went, I think he said went to Ecuador and learned how to make it himself. And I'm like, wow, dude, that's like, and he was just such a great guy. Like, you're just talking to him and he's like, I want you to take another one because, for your wedding. And because me and my wife were about to get married. And it was absolutely awesome. Like it was great.
There's got to be something to that where it's okay. You have a status of celebrity or fame and you still are normal, right?
Yeah, he was just a nice dude. Man. He was just a great dude. And honestly, just talking to him and the next night we're like, yay, we're having so much fun. Like he was just a good dude. There's, you meet a lot of guys and you were just like whatever, dude. They're normal, It's kind of nice. But he was just a normal guy talking, just great guy.
Mm-hmm. What about you, John? You answer that question. Who have you met that surprised? Stipe?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's it.
What? Jamie.
The tone on that, Jamie.
I know what Jamie's gonna say.
I told you, Jamie. I'm deflecting.
Jamie, I already gonna know what you're gonna say.
Jason Giambi.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, Jason.
I thought you were gonna say JR.
Awesome. JR was the man.
You guys were like best friends.
Yeah, JR was the man. But Jason Giambi was
the nicest human being I've ever met.
He truly was.
He was more excited to meet us than him.
Yeah.
I was like, actually, he's another one too. In the same boat as Gary.
Just a genuinely nice guy.
Just a good dude.
Mm-hmm. And JR was the same way. JR Smith was salt of the earth.
Yeah, he was he was talking nothing about sports, just talking about kids and you're like, what a good dude.
So now that we're talking about baseball a little bit, baseball's back.
Thank God. Mm-hmm. We're only missing 2 weeks.
I don't know. That's actually a good question.
They're starting, I think, 2 weeks later.
They're having 2 drafts now.
I don't know all of the rules.
There's a lot of changes.
Yeah,
so opening day is going to be April 7th.
Okay,
so it's a week. It's a week off.
What, 3 games?
So there was a number of rules changes, and then there was a bunch that were being talked about, and I still don't know if they passed. Did they pass no more defensive shifts?
Are you kidding me?
That's what they were. That was hot and heavy.
I don't think so.
Don't think that went through.
I don't think that passed.
That's what you do.
They got rid of the 7-inning doubleheaders,
yes.
and they got rid of the guy starting on second base in extra innings.
What was 7-inning doubleheaders? I don't know.
Last year,
during COVID,
I
get it. Okay.
So they would run 2 games, but they would be 7-inning games, and so
back in the pony days.
So they're still saying they could ban defensive shifts starting in 2023.
Why?
So here's a question for you. You obviously think that it's you enjoy the defensive shift?
No, it's part of the game.
Since when though? The last few years? It hasn't been for a long time.
It doesn't matter. It's part of the game.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Well, here's the
It's
question.
like UFC fight. You know nothing about fighting, and then like MMA, and you're like, knock what you knocking them out. Like it's MMA.
I'm impartial.
You're that guy.
I'm impartial whether yes or no. But here's a question for you: do you think that the shift has come on more because technology's gotten better?
Yes.
So there's more scouting.
Jamie saw it with me. 100%. Went down there.
So Major League Baseball, of all things, has been like it's a traditionalist pro sport. Like they like to keep everything the way it was. Mm-hmm. And so that makes you wonder, like, do they take it away to make you have to play?
Here you go.
Play them straight up. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just curious.
Hockey.
So the 360 takes us right back to where we were.
Wait, 180.
There you go. Thank you.
Whatever. Hockey. You can't take the goalie out anymore.
Yes, you can.
No, he's saying, what if you couldn't?
Saying for a rule change?
Yeah.
You've always been able to.
Same.
It's not like it's changed.
Did you know?
Here's where some things have changed with hockey, though.
You get fired up.
No, here's where some things have changed with hockey, though, and you see it every game, all game long now. The goalie comes out and plays the puck, like goes out behind the net with his stick and like plays the puck. That never used to happen, and there's a lot of discussion about their talking about
time.
Not allowing him to do it. It's not even wasting time. It's actually picking the game up a little bit because instead of the puck coming all the way around and just waiting, he gets it, flings it up ice to somebody. But there's a lot of discussion about should he be able to do that, should he not, because that's not in the crease. The hockey goalie is in the crease.
Real quick about hockey, this is why I love hockey so much. Not so much because the guys are awesome, because they're like all regular dudes, I swear. Hockey player might have been awesome, but the cool thing is, say you have two goalies and they for a reason go down, you can pick someone in the stadium to play the hockey. And the guy did that.
Just happened.
It just happened. The guy won
2 years ago.
He won it, right? He won. He used to play.
He did. It was an incredible story. I will find it.
Yeah. He won the game.
Pick someone.
Yeah. I could pick Grandma to play fucking goalie.
Wait.
Every team,
you're saying has two goalies on their roster.
And then every franchise in the NHL has a emergency backup goalie, something or another.
The equipment manager.
No, you can literally. It was, I believe, it was the Maple Leafs. I forget who they were playing, the Hurricanes maybe, and the Hurricanes were in Toronto. Both of the Hurricanes goalies go down. The Zamboni driver for the Toronto Maple Leafs was their emergency backup goalie. He threw on the pads and played for Carolina and beat the Maple Leafs.
No shit.
Yeah, he used
to be a goalie.
That's a crazy.
He got hurt.
Yeah. No, I know, but that's a crazy fucking rule.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
David Ayers.
There's another guy too. I think he was drinking beers before the game. Like another time it happened, like before the game in his apartment, and they called him. He's like, "Oh shit!" And he fucking went and played.
Yeah, it's badass.
That's actually pretty awesome.
Another thing I love about too is with hockey is that like there's no home field advantage. I swear to God. Well, because the one year I watched like the playoffs, I swear to God, like every team was losing.
So that's happened before. But there's definitely like we were just at a.
It's not like football or like you know what I mean like.
I think certain places are like you have certain places that are like the original six in the NHL. Like those are hockey
like
towns,
Montreal,
man. Like Boston. We were just in Pittsburgh a few weeks back, and we were at a Penguins game, and I was like, "This is crazy!" Like they are.
My wife got hit out by Sidney Crosby. Before we met, I said, "Why don't you go with him? You would have been way better off. Way better off."
Yes.
She's like, "Yeah, no," but she was like, he had family in town or something like that. And he's like, "Yeah, hey," and he's like talking to me. She's like, "Okay, cool." And she didn't she didn't care. She's like, "All right, cool."
So now I want to go back though. This defensive shift thing is going to piss me off.
No.
All right. So MLB baseball is behind the times on a lot of things. Like they're the worst about like utilizing YouTube. They force people to take videos down all the time, shit like that.
Yeah, they're like Disney.
It's like the old white person network. But the defensive shift has really taken away from offensive baseball. So you either want offense or you don't.
Yeah.
So if you don't want offense and you want the shift, then okay. But I think it looks ridiculous when you have every person on the field is playing literally right center field.
Well, what about Peyton Manning when he was playing football and he would take the whole 40 seconds of the play clock?
It's apples and oranges.
No, it's not. He's wasting time.
It's not wasting time.
He's not being
He gets a play clock.
He's reading the defense.
There's no play clock.
But he's in the. No, okay.
I'm
not going to win.
No. I don't think there's a right or a wrong answer. I think it's just.
Jamie apparently thinks it's right.
No, I think it's a preference thing, but it's the idea of like the game based on technology and scouting and everything
Yeah,
else. It's starting to advance and evolve.
Well, and things
and it's like, how much do you want it to stay the same versus how much do you want it to change?
And I've always been like, baseball is my sport. I love the sport of baseball. And when they expanded the playoffs, I was all for it. Like the wild card teams, I was like, hell yes, that's awesome. Yeah. But there's the purists who are like, absolutely not. That shouldn't be allowed. And I'm like, why wouldn't you want 2 or 4 extra cities to have that experience? Right. Like, it makes no sense.
And you
not
never
to.
know. And like, there's a couple of times
you never know who's going to get hot and make a run. Yep.
Exactly. Like the Washington Nationals.
So part of me, ever since this has been discussed, I've actually been thinking about this a lot for some odd reason. But when they were talking about banning the shift, I was like, man, am I for this or against it? Like, I'm all for the game changing and progressing, but I hate the fucking defensive shift.
Well, I get it. I know. Yeah, I know where you're going. I know what you're saying. More offense. People want more offense.
Yeah.
As I do too.
So I think part of what might have happened during negotiations, because they announced like they had already agreed to this, and then the pitchers started coming out like, what the fuck? Like, this is bullshit.
Dude, you pitch every 5 days.
And it was Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer was like, okay, so now we're going to get rid of, and he's naming, and it was like, he made a great point on everything. He was like, okay, so now we're going to get rid of this. Super smart guy.
Except for using a drone.
A little bit crazy.
Yeah. Did I tell you the story I had with him?
No.
You were down there when me and DC went down there to do batting practice?
I wasn't there, no.
I don't say he goes, we're down there. He goes, when are you guys going to fight? And it was like so awkward.
That was like, awesome.
And
Jan
then
you
like,
fought.
And Jan was like, God, why is he making it so awkward? He was laughing about it.
Yeah. Now, what was the other change I saw is DH. DH is going to the National League. That's a huge change.
Did they make it universal?
I don't like that.
You don't like it?
I don't like that.
See?
Because
you don't like the change?
That's the difference between the 2 leagues. You got American League and National League. Yeah. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Pitchers probably love it. Pitchers probably love it.
Yeah.
Pitchers probably love it.
Absolutely.
But like now, I mean, not anymore love it. But I think that's just what makes the game.
I'm like torn.
Here's another thing, dude. You win the World Series, you want to have American League, National League, and everyone's like game changes to that.
But then who has the advantage then?
Like, that's what I'm
saying. When an American League team goes into the NL stadium and now all of a sudden your pitcher has to hit for the first time all season.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
That's the game.
But then the NL team comes into the AL and you're just like, hell yeah, I could put this slugger in. Yeah. Like,
or you got Bartolo come in and drop bombs.
He could drop
Big
bombs.
Sexy just coming in dropping
he
hammers.
Could drop bombs. But
I know what you're saying. But I just, like you said though, like I'm an old school. I think.
But you're good with the shift. See,
I'm okay with the shift.
I don't know.
I'm okay.
I don't know.
See, you should eliminate the DH altogether and get rid of the shift.
I actually like that idea.
So Saturday,
get rid of the shortstop.
Get rid of the shift.
Allison Rose Foundation banquet on the Saturday, and I'm going to bring it up when we're drinking. To piss him off.
Just to get him fired
to
up.
ruin his night.
Who,
I'm gonna get everyone on my team, on my side, to tell them it's a terrible idea.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
I won't be drinking, so.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
Come on, man. It's crazy. It's crazy talk.
No, we'll have that debate.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get like
I'll
75 people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, dude,
that's fine.
Defensive shifts all day." And you're
that's
like,
fine.
You're gonna have like smoke and heat and fire, and it's gonna be great.
I'm there to have a good time
You're
and
gonna look
support
like the
my
sun
friends.
Be glaring off your forehead.
Whatever. Yeah, but
it's that girl come and do makeup
the
again.
defensive shift is bullshit. You never do makeup on me. Thanks.
I owe you money, by the way, from that day.
You know.
I gotta talk to you anyway. But
okay.
Another story.
I just assumed I did that one for free.
So Batman came out. I just forgot. You gotta remind me. I get in the head a lot.
Did you go see it?
I did that one for free. Yeah. You're talking about the commercial?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Did you see Batman?
I did see it.
I figured you went. How many times?
Just once.
Okay. I heard it was good.
It's good. I liked it.
Good?
Yeah.
I heard it's dark as fuck.
It's dark. It's not like I didn't leave it going like, oh man, I'm fucked up in the head now. It was.
What's that guy?
I already was.
Is that guy Rob Patterson's his name?
Robert Pattinson.
So he's good friends with Ye or Kanye West. You know the beef's going on with him and what's his name?
Pete Davidson.
So they did an after party at Pete Davidson's, like that Patterson, and he put all Kanye's music the whole night on because they're friends. And I'm like,
so wait, Robert Pattinson is friends with Kanye?
I guess so. And he played all Kanye's music. It was like repeat. And at Pete, dude, that's like
this is like a real thing. They really hate each other.
They were texting each other. See the texts?
Well, Pete Davidson is dating Kim Kardashian, which I think is now
it's official.
Instagram official. Right. There's a screenshot of text messages between Kanye West and Pete Davidson going back and forth. Did you see him, Jamie?
No.
Kanye West is like, he said, or Pete Davidson texted him supposedly and was like, hey, I'm in town, blah, blah, blah. Let's meet up and talk. So you quit like fucking bothering your wife. And he's like, where are you? He's like, I'm in your wife's bed. And he took a picture of himself.
Yeah.
And
he said, oh, you're out of rehab. He's like, oh, you're out of jail or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
fucking terrible.
It's awesome.
It's
in bed with your wife.
Bad.
Holy shit.
That's balls.
So speaking of Pete Davidson, did you guys see the news today?
No.
No. Let me pull it up here. This one might surprise you.
I like how we went from the Batman to
We're all over the
It's
place.
fine.
He's going in?
Pete Davidson is heading to space with a crew of 5 on the next Blue Origin flight.
Yep, he's going up
God
in
bless
the.
him.
Yeah.
He's going up in the penis
Actually, I heard
mobile.
He's going in the penis.
God bless him.
Yeah.
What I heard he's doing a bar in like in New York. It's like a floating like club. It's pretty cool. I heard that. I'm like, that's actually been pretty neat. Problem is when
He seems like a guy I would love to hang out with.
100%.
Just like a normal,
he actually I didn't
funny
talk
as
to him.
fuck.
I went to the.
You mean you don't want to hang out with Kanye?
I don't think so. I don't think I can handle that.
Well, a couple of years ago, I went to
don't
the MGK Christmas concert.
Yeah.
And he's good friends with MGK.
That's right, he is.
He was right next to me. I didn't want to like bother him, but he was enjoying himself. But yeah, he was a good dude. He was just hanging out, having a good time, and
Yeah.
But he seems like he'd be fun to hang out with. He's funny.
Have you ever seen his stand up? His last Netflix, I think it might not have been Netflix, might have been Netflix. I'm not sure. Yeah. His last stand up, I've never seen him do stand up before, and I watched his last special, and it's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
I saw that with the King of Manhattan.
The King of Manhattan is a great movie.
Yeah, I started watching a little bit of it.
King of Staten Island.
Good, thank you.
Area, whatever.
Yes.
I don't know. It was funny.
I just watched it a few weeks ago for the first time. It's a good movie.
Yeah. I watched the beginning of it, and
The rocket looks like a penis.
Yeah, I love it, dude.
It does.
It's a penis.
It is 100%. It is. Good for him.
Good for him.
Batman. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, Robert
I'm on a
Pattinson.
tangent there.
No, Robert. No, it's a good tangent. We got to talk about Jeff Bezos' penis mobile and how Pete Davidson's riding it into outer space.
Hope it's a good ride.
That's there's probably a Kim Kardashian joke in there.
Oh, for sure.
No, I saw the Batman. It was pretty good.
How was he as
he's
the
very
Batman?
good.
Was
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
There was
He's
a lot of people
Yeah.
weren't sure.
He's
Hit or miss.
everybody in the movie was really good. What's his name? Colin Farrell as the Penguin is
really?
awesome.
Really?
You don't even know it's
he's a
him.
great actor.
You don't even the makeup job they did on him. I think he said he spent like 4 hours in the makeup chair every day. It looks phenomenal. You wouldn't even know it's him.
That's the worst.
The storyline's pretty good.
Imagine they fucking back a week.
It's like a detective like thriller.
Isn't that what Batman is?
Yeah, he's supposed to be though.
smart
No,
man,
it's not like a normal like
Yeah.
popcorn superhero.
Oh, I
movie.
got you.
Holy shit, that's Colin Farrell?
Yeah.
God bless him.
No.
Yep.
Good for him.
So and they're doing
Well,
an
it's like,
they're doing an HBO spinoff on the Penguin. They're going to
really?
make a series.
So he can be in it?
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
going to be like
yeah.
a limited
So,
series with him.
Yeah, it's like that Tom Hardy. He's in that Peaky Blinders. He's that the Jewish guy, that big fat Jewish guy.
I didn't know that. I've never watched that show, but I didn't know he was even in it.
I keep
Yeah.
meaning to watch that, and I never do.
It's on my list.
Maybe he's not a fat guy. I don't remember. But yeah, you can't even tell it's him.
Yeah, he's not fat, but
I thought he was fat. He was sitting down. He looked fat. But I could be wrong.
The
Great
no,
Venom though. Great Venom. He's a great Venom.
I haven't seen Venom either.
It's good. Good. I haven't seen the second one.
Yeah, no, it was a good movie. It's worth the watch. It's a little too long, and if you watch it, you'll see like towards the end of the movie, like they could have ended it, and then there's like another thing, and you're like, it could have just been over, and you would have been like, great. It wasn't pointless, but it was like it was fun to watch, but it's like, oh, like we could have just been done at this other point and been fine, but this just added
it was
stuff
almost
to watch.
3 hours. Wow.
Yeah, it's long, and it's really good, but it's also long.
Why do they keep redoing the Batmans?
Because they're trying to find the right Batman.
No, they're not interlinked. Like this
Right.
doesn't tie into the other one.
So it's like
just
the Joker.
it's just a different story.
Okay.
It's just the same
But
characters.
it's the same
different-
characters.
But it's a different story. And they don't, what I like about this is they don't waste the time of telling, like, it's not like an origin
backstory.
story. Yeah, you already know. They jump in with you already, like,
But-
knowing who most of them are.
It's something I do know. You have a date.
Oh,
No, I don't. That's
Yeah,
not really
it's a
it.
date. It's a date.
you had a +1.
A plus
Yeah.
one.
When I put it in, he was like, "Does he have a +1?" I was like, "He has a
There
+1."
you go.
That's a date.
So you make the move.
It's your wife's cousin.
Ooh,
That's not a
Listen.
date.
Listen, you can make the move.
maybe that talent
No.
pool hasn't dried up yet.
Yeah.
No.
Farm is getting bigger.
No,
Farm
no,
is
no.
getting
no,
bigger.
No.
What happened? New ones just guys hit it off and just giggle each other.
Maybe
just
that
don't
could
know.
be some nice
So you get the
old divorcee.
Maybe.
That's what
eyes.
that's what we're looking for. She's going to be my wing woman while I meet a nice divorcee.
Physician.
A what?
A physician.
A physician.
Divorcee.
I'm in, dude.
A nice divorcee. It's a doctor. I could be a stay-at-home dad without kids.
You could. Well,
Cha-ching.
God, perfect life.
I know.
Fuck, I'd pray for that.
What did you do all day? Nothing.
Didn't
do
stayed
anything.
at home.
I try that every day.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, so I come home from work today. My wife's like, "Hey, get the we have the bed coverage to get it out. It's stuck in the washer." So I'm like, "Okay." So sometimes I think
The what's stuck
the washer,
in
the bed,
sheet,
the bed
sheets.
cover.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking that it's under one of the
Yes.
blades. No, it's underneath the agitator.
Oh yeah,
As
that's
it's called, right? So I'm like, fuck, and I figured out how to get it. Of course, I need to extend it because I couldn't get my socket right. Oh, but I got it. I was actually proud of myself. I did some man work. Being full time, doing man work now around the house. Maybe I can, look like a man in front of my wife now.
For the first, I'm wondering how this is going to go when you're working these shifts and you're running your dick off all night long.
She actually took a nap today.
And then you come home and she's like, "You need to get this done and this done and this done." And I'm like, "Oh, poor Stipe."
No, she literally took a nap today. She knew I was exhausted. She's like, "Hey, how was your night?" I'm like, And the worst part was, like, it wasn't a lot. It was like 3 or 4 calls. But the problem
perfectly
was,
timed, man.
But just when I started to lay down and get cozy, beep, and the worst part is that we have a red light that flashes. I'm like,
there's no sleeping through
like a
that.
seizure.
Yeah.
But it's good. I need it.
So, it's towards the end, and so this might get cut out. It might not, but I didn't want to bring it up beforehand. But there's some rumors going around about you.
What's the rumor?
I'm fighting or something like that.
Yeah, it's a done deal. It's this, it's that, it's the other, and I was like, huh.
The only done deal was me taking a nap this morning. It was
right.
great. It was fantastic.
Okay.
Guy's tough. I'll give him a go, but like, no.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, but here's another thing to talk about that. So, at work we have our own login, and we have our own desktop at the computer or whatever. And so, of course, we get a call and I forget about it and I didn't log out. Someone perhaps saw that I was not logged out and they went on and it's me getting knocked out.
That's awesome.
It's great. I laughed. And then the best part is, so I went to Google. I was looking up something for work. I look, the first thing comes up is Stipe getting knocked out.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
No, they were loving it. They knew how I was going to react. I'm like, that's fantastic. Like,
yes.
It's not bad. Like,
it's
like,
well played.
As you should.
Yes.
It's my own fault leaving it open.
That's the way it works.
Then they were trying to convince, one guy was trying to convince me to buy a Bane coat. I want a Bane coat from Batman. That leather one you're talking about?
Yeah.
The Bane coat. It's badass.
From the movie.
He's like, I was born in the darkness.
It's got like fur
Yeah,
around
fur,
the neck.
like rusted leather, like that.
Have you never seen that movie?
What movie?
Bane, not Bang. Bane.
Bane. That's where I was. Yes, I.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. So I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah. Those are pretty badass.
Yeah. So, but the problem is I don't know which one it is, and some come overseas, and so the sizing, and so I got to make sure. So they were measuring me. It was they're like stand up, and they're like measure me wingtip to wingtip. It was great. The guys are great. I love it. It's fun.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a nice. I could see you actually wearing that.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
I love it. That's a great coat. That's like a great
I could actually see John rocking this as well.
No. His would be more like feminine.
Yeah. John, how was your weekend?
Pretty good.
States went okay. I mean,
they were fine.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
The kids had a good time. Good experience.
Everybody had a good experience.
Did you stay the whole time?
It was good. Came back Sunday morning.
Yeah, why,
instead of Sunday night. I don't know why they switched it. It's so stupid.
That's a long week for those kids.
I watched.
Because you're not used to it.
So here's the other thing, though, too. You can find the finals on the internet before, or while it's happening.
Yeah.
So, if you don't have a kid that's wrestling in the finals, you have no incentive to stay there. You could watch it at home. And it's on Sunday night. So if you have to go to work on Monday morning, why would you want to travel if you don't live in central Ohio?
It's terrible. I was so mad.
It's awful.
Because it used to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But they switched.
And it was awesome on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Friday night was the semifinals. Saturday night was the finals. And it was always packed. Friday night packed. Saturday night packed. If you go and watch the video from the finals this past Sunday, the entire upper bowl is empty.
Yeah, they're going to do it back next week. Yeah.
I hope so.
That's unfortunate. I did not know that.
Yeah. Well, they don't care. So here's what they did to get around it. And this could be an assumption, but I think I'm right.
You're always right.
I think so. Thanks, man. They pre-sold only book full session tickets. You had to buy tickets for every session.
Yeah.
So they only released single session tickets the Monday right before. So everybody that was buying tickets in advance had to buy full session things. So they don't care if anybody shows up for the finals because they already have their ticket sales.
It's all about the money. That's why inflation started.
So follow the cash.
Is everything on that NFHS or whatever? Is that where you're talking about? You can watch it.
You can find it. It's archived on another website.
So we I wanted to get. So we were in Columbus this weekend as well for hockey, but I had to work Saturday night, so we wanted to go down Saturday night because the Division I hockey championship was at Nationwide.
Oh, nice.
And so
who was it?
Well,
Gilmore,
it was Gilmore and
Toledo St. Francis.
Toledo St. Francis.
Oh,
so
the Nations, they make it.
But
They
Gilmore
got knocked out in the Elite Eight
quarters.
Yeah.
It'd be the quarterfinals against Eds.
Yeah.
So Eds played Gilmore to go. So I think if Eds had won it, we would have gone down. But Gilmore, we ended up watching it. I was watching it from work. Triple overtime.
Oh my God,
dude! Like
awesome. They win it.
Yes, it was one of the best. Come on, why aren't you going big?
She said.
That's pretty funny. Why aren't you going big?
That kid had no idea he scored. He had no idea he scored. That's the best part.
To the student section.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, the best part, that number 17 who hit that goal had no idea when in. He just
heard the crowd.
Yeah, that's it. That's awesome. That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
So here's a
What was the score
question.
of the game?
I actually don't know.
It was like 1-0.
No, I don't. I'm not sure what the final score was. I just know it went 3 overtimes.
Here's a question for you. Do you think that there's something lost on, like, you just saw those kids going nuts, biggest moment of their life, whatever. And I know when like professionals win like the Super Bowl, or if you win a belt or whatever, it's like a huge accomplishment. But do you think like as you transition from youth sports into professional, like that
Yes.
what's the word?
I know exactly what you're saying. The experience itself, the joy, the emotion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Without question, 100%. Yes.
I think it's more pure when you're younger.
Yeah.
Because it's not as like much as a business.
Right.
But then, you know what I'm saying? But it's still gratifying and everything. But like,
no matter what professional sport you play, winning a championship, you're gonna go crazy.
But 17 is gonna be the Al Bunny forever because he's like, oh, I scored the Wayne Golden State championship game. You know what I mean? Like,
but you have these experiences now. Like I don't think I know I'm the old man here, but we didn't have the opportunities that kids have now. So
it's crazy.
Like we were out of town for 6 tournaments this year. So each one of those tournaments, we had a chance to win a championship and have that celebration. And like when I was a kid, it was like you had baseball season.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're good, and then maybe you can get a championship at the end of it.
You just played like the other kids. In
that was
that's
exactly
was
it.
fun. That was before traveling came. I remember when I played one league when we met that buddy.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Bro, there was like 16 teams, like all kids. It was crazy. And then, now it's all.
Well, even so, you guys can tell me this. So my daughter's in middle school this year, and a bunch of her friends wrestle, and they all went to states this year.
Yeah, the junior states.
And like, has that been a thing for a long time, or?
A decade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a cool experience.
They have even not in middle school. Like they go.
What they've done a better job since you and I from back in the day is they've actually like one organization, like one nonprofit organization, is actually like kind of taking the reins on it, and so now it's more like centrally focused. So there's one organization in Ohio that is like they do all of grade school, and so you do like your age range, and so then you have your weight classes, and then depending on your age range is what division you're in. And then once you hit junior high, which you can do it as a 6th grader, but so 6th, 7th, and 8th grade you're eligible to compete in the junior high one, but that's all the same, different, or just one set of weight classes. So somebody could be 2 years older than you and you wrestle them, and so it changes when you get to junior high.
Gotcha.
But the point is the one organization now centrally kind of says this is what we're going to do now.
And in some states though, you actually be in 8th grade and wrestle in high school.
Correct.
So there's kids that are 5-timers. Like it's usually the smaller kids. Like, but like Ohio doesn't do that.
I have an old friend. Speaking of things along these lines, I have an old friend from high school. I haven't talked to him forever, but I just found out his nephew. They live in South Carolina, and I think it was last year. He was in 8th grade, and is such an incredibly good golfer. He won the state title in golf as an 8th grader.
The next Tiger Woods.
Immediately was being like, their Nike, all these companies are just shipping him clubs. Like, here you go, you can have these. Just use them.
Dad's
just
probably
use
like,
them.
hell yeah.
Dad's ready. Yeah.
And they're probably sending him extra for the dad because they're trying to
to get him into college, where he's going to go to college.
No.
And
they can do Phoenix.
8th grade
They
won
can
the
do
state
Phoenix
championship.
online.
Yeah.
What state was this?
South Carolina, I believe.
Okay.
New Hampshire State University.
University of Phoenix.
I mean, it's
I
hard.
that one too.
That's one of those sports too. Like to win, just to win as a senior in golf in high school is really hard because everything has to go your way. I mean, you have to just be the best kid like that weekend, and the scores are always close.
it's like fighting because there's nights like you don't have it.
It's not your
I've been
night.
there,
Yeah. Or like you miss one little thing.
Yeah,
and,
right.
Yeah.
And like you get knocked out. Shit happens. But, like, you know what I'm saying? But like with golf, like you get having like the first round you're killing it, and the second round you just shit the bed.
So I got a good story for you guys. This is a real humbling experience for somebody who plays golf all the time. Me and my buddies played a local course right down the street from where we're at here.
Yeah.
And we happened to go out and play. It's like a Friday afternoon.
It's Friday,
Yeah.
Friday. Hey. Sorry. That song.
Or a little Rebecca Black.
Oh, you
Friday.
see, he must
I know
that
what
song,
it is.
right?
So no, we go out and play on like a random Friday after work, and there was a coach in front of us, and it was like a junior PGA kid was playing in front of us.
Him?
Well, he was in the group in front of us, and we're watching him just smash the ball like he's just destroying it and whatever. And we're like, so we start talking to the old guy because things were backed up a little bit. So he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm his coach." Blah blah blah. And I go, "Oh, like is he just practicing or what?" And they're like, "No, they have a junior PGA event here tomorrow." So we start playing the course after like we talked to this guy. We start playing. They had the greens rolled for this junior PGA event.
Jesus.
They had the tee
Impossible.
boxes set up.
Amazing.
We're hitting like an extra 60, 80 yards each hole.
Yeah.
We're like, what the fuck?
It's the
Stupid.
hardest
Like,
course
dude,
ever.
John's at the female ones that are still 50 yards back.
We got done playing. All the four of us that play together. We got done playing. We finished the 18th hole, and we're like, I'm fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
I go like, not even physically, just mentally trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna hit.
That's fantastic.
Like we were hitting greens and they're running off. I think I 3-putted like almost every green because it was
Holy
just like
shit.
you'd tap it and it was like.
Oh, I would never play that one.
It was, dude, it was terrible. We got done and we all looked at each other. We're like, fuck us. Like that was terrible.
I'm gonna leave you with this because I'm ready. I'm
ready
got my
too.
new shoes.
I get my shoes. I still have dang it.
We were at somewhere last weekend, and I picked up my little golfing or little putting thing that I'm going to use inside the house
I
to
got
get
one
all
too.
warmed up. And yeah,
You
got to come.
You can
pop
play
the
on
sim.
Thursday. You can play on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I'll let you know. You said 4?
Yeah, 4:40.
4:40.
We're playing 9 holes.
That's a Thursday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't do it.
yeah.
I'll let you
9
know.
holes.
I'll
We'll be
let
done
you know.
in 2
Oh,
hours.
you know what?
Hopefully.
Maybe then.
I got 2
There's a
spots. I got 2
Shit,
spots open.
That's this Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I can't.
I got 2. I got 2
I might.
spots open.
I'll let you know.
I'm out.
So,
I'll let you know.
but yeah. So that's it.
All right.
With that being said, it was nice
Take
to see
us
you
out,
guys
man.
again.
Great to see you guys.
I know we haven't seen each other in a while, so I'm happy to see you guys again.
Take us out.
So we were busy, but thanks for listening, everybody. You can reach us at the_podcast@gmail.com. Speaking of Jamie, somebody reached out to us on Instagram. You should check it. It's about the hot chips.
Oh.
Copy that.
Yeah. And then you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Jabs Podcast. You can find us on YouTube. Just search Jabs Podcast. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for post notifications.
I just thought about something. You know what we should do next?
What?
Since you want to do the chip challenge,
No.
do the gallon of milk in an hour.
Oh,
Sounds-
you're gonna throw
I'll
up.
do the
You're
chip
gonna throw up.
challenge. I'd rather do the
We
chip
should
challenge.
all do the
than that.
milk challenge.
I don't want to do the milk challenge.
I don't
at
wanna
all.
do the milk
I was going to
challenge at
throw
all.
up.
Yeah.
Steve, you can find Stipe at Stipe
I
Miocic on
was
all
thinking of
social
different
media.
ideas, but you guys are stupid.
You can find Jamie at Mekalek, Mekalek. You can find me at JP Chewbacca. It's like
fun. It's not fun. We drink milk.
I don't want
it's
to.
like Chewbacca without
Great
the
vitamin
CA.
C. Great vitamin C.
We're just going to be
And
puking
Bye,
milk all over this
everybody.
table. Bye,
I'm over
we
this
hate Rick
place.
Russo.
Over it. Moving.